that shit on me?
No. You busted your lip. See?
Yeah, I must have been there.
Top lip too.
Alright, no, I'm gonna talk.
He said, look, it's your top one too. He ain't had to do him like that. Hi my loves, your related girlfriend run away. We have culture, conversation, and community. And in today's video, I'm coming to y'all with the Zeus Network's Bad Boys LA episode 2. The name of this episode is called A Line is Drawn. So the episode kicks off right where we left off, y'all, right in the middle of some mess. And Darrell and Milan are fighting. And I'm just like, girl, Milan, relax. Is it me or does Milan have the super duper high pocket booty cheeks? Do he have a BBL? Why was his butt looking like that in them joggers, y'all? Like, what? Milan gives me very much like, you know, he used to train in the gym before or something, but I don't think that he really did a lot of damage to Darrell or what I thought he would be able to. First of all, Darrell is teensy weensy and he's super drunk. So Milan was just doing, you know, fighting for Dylan because he felt like, you know, he was bullying, Darrell was bullying them. And the fight was just so quick. Darrell was just on the floor. You know, he got somehow dropped on the floor, girl. He on the floor wailing his legs and everything like this, talking about I'm the king of the HOUSE or whatever the case, like just drunk out of his mind. Like so drunk it's not even cute. Then Darrell comes from around the corner and he lands some punches on Milan. And I'm like, you know, at least he got a couple licks in. At that point, you know, the security grabbed Milan and he was like, get the fuck off me. Why are you on me, bro? Get the fuck off me, bro. Like he talked to them real very like, get your ass off of me. You know what I mean? And they kind of be like hands up. But I feel like there's some security guards be, you know, getting a little 1-2 in as well. Kirk Franklin's son gets pissed off and was like, you spilled all this pink shit on me. This is pink. I wanted to get this dry clean. Y'all messing up people's stuff. What y'all doing it for? What you thought it was going to be, dog? Like, get this little weak ass pink Moscato, whatever the case. Gutta is in a confessional like, girl, this is giving Macy's. This is not even Versace. What are you tripping about? But you know, people feel a certain type of way about those things. What if it was like, you know, sentimental value or whatever the case? And you know, Darrell is just like, ha, wah, like just make all these funny noises. And anything that he says is hilarious to me because he has that, like, first he has a nice voice. And then secondly, you know, he has that Louisiana accent. And he has beautiful teeth too, by the way. Milan calls out the security guard, yeah, because this big motherfucker fell onto my knee. He fell onto my knee. And it's giving me very much like what the girls were saying about Zeus Network security was true. Like they pick and choose who they going to really mess with, who they going to really rough up. It's giving that.
This big ass nigga grabs me and slams me on the ground with all of his weight.
They've removed Darrell, take him upstairs or whatever, and you know, to check himself out, girl. He got blood and all on his neck. He like, see, look at you. Your bottom lip is busted. Look, yeah, they got you on the top lip. I'm like, he did not have to do him like that. Darrell like, yeah, I knew about this lip. I'm like, Darrell, you got beat up, dog. Relax. But what I did like about him, he said, win, lose, or draw, I don't care if I just lost a finger. I'm going to fight my way up out of it. Listen, some people are like that. I had to bring y'all closer to me. Damn, y'all hear that? I remember that scene in the 5 Heartbeats, and is it the 5? He was like, we're trying to cut a record down here, girl. I'm trying to record a video down here. Damn, I need a broom. Natalie is downstairs gassing the situation. I think it's beautiful that he stuck up for you, that he had your back. You know, he jumped in it because he felt like, you know, you were being bullied. Dylan is like, I did not need him to fight for me. I don't even understand what this is about. I could have handled myself. Now, pause, because you was not handling yourself. But I really just think it's about the fact that, like, you know, listen, I don't need you doing all of this because I'm trying to chill and relax. Some white boys don't like all that hot energy around them. They're not even used to stuff like that. You know what I mean? He like, I did not need you to do that. And I just think it's weird for Milan to just interject himself into something like this when you really don't even necessarily have to. And then also, like, not to say age ain't nothing but a number, but like, you 36 years old fighting on these 22, 23, 24-year-old boys. Like, let them have their little squabbles and you beef with the big shark, okay? After Milan beat up Darrell, you know, Gutta started getting a little like antsy because he like, yeah, because Gutta, big Gutta shit, da 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 da, all this and all that. And, you know, Milan could tell that it was kind of directed toward him. So he, you know, started going, yeah, A-Cell in this hoe. He like, yeah, you already know. They just do that little 1-2, their little banter. Gutta's going, oh, because I said what I said. And what you said was some bullshit. I can't help myself on that. No, but, you know, Gutta's just like, I just said what I said, and like like, you know, just his whole little 1-2. Gutter is cute though. I like Gutter. Darrell comes back downstairs and starts twerking, and Natalie is just like, okay, girl, you know, whatever she said, and then he was just like, twerk that ass in a circle, and then Gutter's like, ah, they're all just laughing like, girl, let's not twerk that ass in a circle, let's throw that ass in a circle. And Natalie, you just seem really weird and old, like, just relax. Darrell said he understood, you know, that he fought, you know, Christopher Milan because, you know, he fought me on principle and I fought them on principle. I'm a man of principle. It is what it is. I can move right past it. And I like that too. Like, you know, you can get your little, you know, squabble in and then keep it pushing. It don't have to be like this ongoing thing. And Natalie hypes this video up and it's all like, here's what the fans don't want to see, or they do want to see, whatever she said. And it's like this video and they're all just watching it, like, you know, acting like they're kind of into it. But when we go to them in the confessional, they all just look like, Natalie, nobody cares about these weirdos. I don't care about Squidward. He's watching me. I'm not watching him, yo. When I tell you it was funny, it was hilarious. Anthony's like, who are these people? They thought that they were coming up with a story that was going to be cute. That just was just like weirdly placed. Like, they don't need to see that. It was like, I think it's great to see what people want to see, and like, no, nobody cares about that. Then Gutter says, you know what, after they watched the video, she was like, yeah, I like that video because at the end of the day, it's certain people that's just not giving that, or whatever the case. And it was like, who and Milan was like, who you talking about, Gutter? And he was like, doot. And I'm pretty sure he was talking about Mo and Curtis. Mo said something weird like, yeah, I'm making it, you know, all pussy, no dicks, all pussy, no dicks. But like, what was the purpose of him saying that? I really just didn't get it. It just seems like out of place. And I guess that's because Gutter was like, yeah, y'all not about to sit up here and fag out with us. And then, why would they? But I guess he just was trying to assert that he wasn't gay. I don't know. It was just weird. He didn't have to say that to me, in my opinion. Then they do a toast, and she's like, to bad girls, to bad boys LA. And then Gutter is just in the confessional like, girl, nobody cares about a toast. Oh my gosh, wow. I'm like, Gutter is shady. Shady. I love him for that. Mo mentions this all P's, no D's thing again. And, you know, he's like, it's going to be some changes around here. It's going to be some change. Like, what changes? You just got there. What are you talking about, sir? Natalie's trying to keep the peace, like, okay, bad boys, toasting to bad boys, toasting to bad boys. And they're like, no, well, what do you mean? What do you mean? Because I don't, you know, they just took hold of that, girl. And I'm just like, here we go. It's about to go up. Mo and Curtis asked Carrion, how you moving? Like, is you team straight? Is you team this? Da, 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 da. And he was just like, I ain't on no team. You see where I'm sitting at? I'm right here in the center. I'm right here in the middle. I'm in the middle. Like, all right, so you know what in the middle means, right? Why couldn't they just take that for an answer? It was an answer without giving an answer, but he kept pushing it. And the boys are like, I don't understand why it even matters. And he was just like, because I don't want nobody around me that's sneaky. I don't want nobody around me that's sneaky. And I can understand it, because if we're cool and we're friends or whatever the case, and then like you are homosexual and you're secretly like looking at me and lusting after me or whatever the case, like I want to know that. And just because a person is gay and you're friends with them doesn't mean that they actually even want you either. But at the same time, like, I just feel like people do that. Like, let's be real. Like, let's be real. If people can be predatory in their ways and their practices, and it doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make like, oh, well, you're this, and like I'm trying to grapple with how I feel about it, because on one end, I want to know if you're gonna be in my inner circle. And then secondly, I feel like it's really not any of my business, but I want to kind of like keep you at a distance. I feel like it was a conversation to have on a one-to-one. But I also think too, like if he had already said, listen, I'm in the middle, this is where I am, that would have been enough answer for me. Oh, okay, cool, got you. You know what I mean? And then if I decide to, you know, to develop a relationship with you, and I'm just thinking through a male's lens, on not me as a person, not me as a woman, I mean. But because for women it's different, but for men, I can understand why they feel the need to know. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know. What do y'all think about this? Drop down in the comments and let me know. I think that Mo mishandled that situation. He could have just left it where it is. Once he said, I'm in the center, I'm in the middle, that was more than enough of an answer. You know what I mean? Sometimes no response is an answer too. You get what I'm saying? So no response is a response, is what I'm trying to say. And it just escalated. But girl, I don't blame it on the Casamigos and keep it pushing. I want to know what y'all think in the comment section though. Drop down. And out of nowhere, Mo throws a quick drink in his face, and then like they start tussling or whatever the case may be. And then Carrion had kind of fell on Curtis, and Curtis pushed him off of him. And then Milan hopped out and was like, nah, y'all not about to jump him. Y'all ain't about to jump him or whatever the case. Gutta was sitting there too. Gutta gonna take up for her man, period. Carrion's mouth is bloody. Carrion's mouth is banged up. All right. And he's like, if that was a punch for Team Straight, I don't want to be on that team. And he was like, we eat those, nigga. We eat those for breakfast. Yeah, well, a bitch like me want to starve because I ain't trying to eat nothing that's gonna cause my mouth to be bloody, period. Line is hype like, yeah, you was trying to jump him. Curtis like, I wasn't jumping him, I was just pushing him off of me, in which you can tell that he pushed him off of him, and he was just like, I don't know if he was gonna fall on me and start swinging on me too, or whatever the case. But I really feel like Mo got Curtis involved in that shit because Mo was kind of more rational. Mo was more or less irrational to me. You could just tell in his face, like he was looking like this ain't got, I mean, like I ain't mean for it to go this way. Curtis, but Curtis is riding for Mo, so now they in it together. They like teamed up. Gutta was just like, I was hoping that he was gonna come out with some secret Mike Tyson moves so I could be in that bag talking shit, and I was just quiet looking like, ooh, okay. Carrion is going off now. Carrion is pissed off. Now the gays, they riled up, okay? They feeding on that energy. They getting riled up. You can just tell. William is all confused, like, I don't understand why they're fighting. We just had a toast and we just was William, don't nobody care about that toast, dummy. Like he is just out of place. Gutta is getting turned up. Okay, he wrapping his braids up because let me put my hair up because ain't nobody gonna be coming from around the corner with me. Da-da-da-da-da. That's that and the third. Then out of nowhere, Milan just sneaks off on Curtis. And, you know, he hit him from behind. It was really like he just sucker punched him from behind. And at this point, you know, Curtis is upset, like, dog, you really want to sneak me from behind? That's really how you moving? That's really how you coming? And then, you know, the Anthony starts going off, and he's like, if it's a gay versus straight thing, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. Y'all gonna lose every single time, which is true. They're outnumbered. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're outnumbered. So why would he try to pin it in that way? That was just not smart. Again, Casamigos. Then Anthony was in the confessional talking about something. I feel attacked that these straight men are, you know, attacking him because of his sexuality, because he considers himself to be non-binary. Is that the right term? Which I think is good that they even left that in, because there is a lot of like nuances that come within the LGBTQ community, like having this acronym, not really knowing what it is. Like a lot of gay people, a lot of gay men don't even understand what binary and non-binary means, and to make it short, it's like I don't subscribe to I don't subscribe to gender norms, essentially. Anthony, you know, all he know was I'm going up for somebody who represents or, you know, feels some type of way, or, you know, might represent my community, and for that alone I respect it. Anthony is going off like, yeah, the same faggots that you call us, you know, we've been fighting for our lives and this, that, and the third. And I think that's what's happening here. Like, first of all, the energy is high. You know, we have those liquor and spirits and everybody moving and flowing, fighting and this, that, and the third. But a lot of those gay guys got triggered at the fact that you are really just trying to, you know, target Karen because he identifies in his way that's unfamiliar to you or uncomfortable to you, and now you want to, you know, attack him and fight him. And y'all have to understand that gay people, gay men, gay women, trans women, trans men, they always probably, more than likely, more often than not, has had a hard life. Okay, and I'm talking about being ostracized, being targeted, being hurt, being abused, being preyed on, all of these things. So I can tell that a lot of what they were doing was coming from a hurt place and being triggered and being taken back to that place. Like even Milan has said something along the lines of, you know, well, this reminds me of back in the day walking home in the hood of Chicago and niggas want to press me because of my sexuality. You know what I mean? And I just feel like it's just the dumbest thing to target someone or to hate someone based on what they do in the bedroom behind closed doors. Now, with that being said, there are instances when people use their sexuality as a way to harm others. Sydney Starr, you get what I mean? So there is a line that has to be drawn somehow, and I'm not saying in a way of you're here and I'm here, but a line and a boundary of respect. right? There has to be a parameter of respect when we're talking about sexuality, cisgender men, and you know, all of these things, which I know y'all not here for me and to give, you know, all of this and all that, but I have to just, I feel, handle a certain situation with some sort of responsibility, not even to say that I'm the voice of the people, not at all, but when it comes to certain things, when it's involving Black people, I need people to handle it with care and sensitivity, and I'm going to lend myself to do that in the space that I have when it comes to LGBTQ issues, period. So let's move right along back to the bullshit. Anthony throws a drink at Curtis, and now Curtis is really just upset, like, yeah, come over here, nigga. And he's like, yeah, y'all from New York. He's like, yeah, big New York, big energy. And Gutta is just getting himself angry. I seen all of y'all can't nobody fight like me. I break faces, I mop niggas up, squeaky squeaky. Like, he's just going off. Gutta is going off. I was reading the comments too, like somebody was like, Gutta want to fight somebody so bad, but nah, y'all ever been in a situation where you see somebody who can rev themselves up and get themselves angry? That's essentially what Gutta is doing. Like, and Gutta could also have been triggered by some of the things that's going on, and it doesn't hurt that it was targeted towards Carry-On, and you know, he got a little thing for Carry-On already, so you know he got to go up and show off and show support. Milan, Natalie, and Anthony are all trying to have like a little side conversation, and Milan understands this reality TV thing, and he, you know, at this point, Natalie is trying to, you know, produce them and just say, listen, he really doesn't care. We need to really just talk about it, this, that, and the third. And he was just like, all right, well, let's try. Let's just see. Lemmy comes in and he's like, I don't want y'all fighting anymore. It's over with. That's done. Once the cameras are gone, no more fighting. And here's the thing. I don't understand why Lemmy keeps coming in with his face blurred. Why is he blurring out his face? Every time he's been, like, you know, on recent shows, he's been blurring his face out. Dog, we know it's you. What's the point of that? Can y'all explain that to me? Like, maybe drop down in the comment, give me your theory, because I just do not for the life of me understand why is he blurring himself out on this show on his network. Anyway, Lemmy's like, it's been a great day, y'all, we're not fighting no more. And I'm like, a great day, nigga, where? He did say that I don't want this to be a gay versus straight thing, which it just can't be. It's only 2 straight men and the rest are gay. So how could y'all even say that? I do think that instead of having like flaming gay men, they could have had some more traditional masculine men, but we'll just get into that later. Natalie goes on to say, it's okay to ask questions. It's okay to ask questions. And Natalie, I understand your perspective, right? Because it should be okay to ask questions, but it's how you're asking those questions, and it's also your intention and your impacts, okay? Because saying something like, yeah, are you team straight, homie? Because I want to know, that's not the right way to ask somebody that question when it comes down to their sexuality, period. Especially on this type of platform. The dude was doing it not in the right way, and you know that. So the gays are not trying to see, they're not trying to hear it. They're like, yeah, Natalie, whatever, we understand, but we really don't. Natalie may not be the best person to facilitate that type of conversation, but I do agree with her in saying that it should be okay to ask questions. What she should have followed up with, and how we are asking these questions, when is it appropriate to ask these questions, and when you're met with an answer that you don't necessarily like, how do you move forward? You get what I'm saying? So this episode was a lot. It was a lot of fighting. You know, Gutta was upset still. Darrell was still drunk. The white boys were still scared. Milan is pissed off. Anthony is pissed off because they're older gays and they understand what it knows. Natalie doesn't have the wherewithal or the capacity to facilitate that type of conversation within that group, not in that setting, not where everybody's drunk and spirits are high, energy is high. But I want to know what y'all think about this. Ooh. I want to know what y'all think about this episode. Leave me a comment down below and let's get the conversation started. I feel like, you know, the gays went up because they was being disrespectful, is how I feel about it. And that's just where I'm at with it. Let me know if y'all think otherwise. Give this video a thumbs up and also consider subscribing. It greatly helps me on the YouTube algorithm. As always, I'm sending you love and light, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.